Let's make a beat a machine. Intro. What's up, Creative Faces? Elip here on set from Creative Sound. Here back with another video in Maschine. But first, I want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by the good folks at DistroKid. If you are a producer, artist, hell, if you are anyone who just wants to release great music on platforms such as iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, you name it, DistroKid got the solution for you. It used to be something that was difficult to do. It was a long process and it was very costly, but DistroKid got you covered. It's a great platform to get extra revenue like the big boys, except you don't have to go through the things that I had to go through when I first got started releasing music on digital platforms. It makes it super simple to upload your music, and it doesn't take hours, days, or even weeks like I had to wait, because that's just how things were done back in the day. The cost to sign up is fire. I couldn't believe it myself. But in addition to that, if you're watching this video, you can go ahead and click that link in the description of the video and save additional 7% off. But you got to click that link in the description area. Now back to the video. Those of you that follow me on this channel, you already know I gets down when it comes to making music in Maschine. Maschine is like hands down like the place to be, the device to have, and it strikes inspiration every time. I've been using Maschine like forever, and I have never lost inspiration making music in this thing. It only has gotten better and better and better. Like, Native Instruments is so dope to me. Anyway, I managed to come up with something simple. Like, this is what I came up with, right? So I just went in and grabbed a vintage kit from somewhere and grabbed one of my favorite bass, the Rickenbacker. Yeah, my favorite bass in Maschine, right? Or Contact. It just depends on how you search for it, whatever. But what we're gonna do at this point is just go in and just make some tweaks or whatever. So in group A, I'm going to go ahead and add first of all, I had to hit group. Right, then I have to go over and say hit the plus, and I'm going to add a compressor to this just to tighten things up. Super easy to add these things. This is like right there, like just the plugin is just like built in pretty much. And we're gonna go for a filter, and I could probably toggle back over and change the compressor and make it more pronounced, I guess. Now, I'm gonna go to group C and start to build upon this idea. Right there, let's see. All right, let's see. All right, so I'm gonna go to one of my trusty effects on Kick, which is the transient master. The cool thing about all this, I don't even have to go through browse. I can just like stay right here. Here's my kick right here. I'm gonna toggle over just so I can get to the or I can hit this here to toggle these two buttons. But I'm gonna go here and vendor NI, yes indeed, transient master. We're gonna put that on here and let it load up. And while I'm in this plugin, there's a search here that allows me to go for like any presets that the plugin has within it. I usually go for punch. All right, so let's play. nudge, or shift 7. Now I'm gonna go to pitch because I want to play with the pitch bend, or I can use it on a keyboard or whatever. And the way to do that in Maschine is you want to be careful when you do that. If you have everything if you have your quantize on, then it will quantize, and that's something I don't want to do. So what I'll need to do is hit shift grid or shift follow, the button above shift. So the shift in that top button, go to step, and I can turn it off like that. That's how I usually do it, and come back out of it. And that's just so I can add pitch bend to this bass. So also you want to come over here to the main sample area, and where it says pitch bend, you want to turn that all the way up to 12. 12 works for me. Like that. And that's how I get pitch bend inside of. It's not perfect, like, you know, it's not like how I'm used to in the DAW. If you notice down here at the bottom, you have like different value. You know what I'm saying? It would be cool if Native Instruments was to give us a slope or a line. I would like a line, you know, instead of these different values, you know. Or better yet, I think a better way to implement this is leave that in there, and then also add another feature in there to allow us to change it to linear, creating just a slope or a line or whatever. That would be cool. So for those people who appreciate this workflow where you have the different values, the different nodes, you know what I mean? So you can adjust up, because that's very useful to some people. I'm sure it is, but we need that slope down or slope up, you know what I mean? Like that solid line, so we can make smooth transitions, you know, for pitch bending. All right, so I was dabbling around in my instrument section, and I decided to go with the hybrid keys because the hybrid keys is pretty dope to me. I like what's going on in there. And so I came up with this one here, and then played around and came up with some chords that kind of fit what I'm doing here. So right, so now what I'm gonna do here is put perform effects on it, and I had to put this in its own group because perform effects only works specific to groups, right? I can't put it on individual sounds, right? So it's on its group by itself. And if we can go over to the perform effects, you have to hit shift perform effects, and there are several modes in here. So several effects in here. You got ring, burst, you got stutter, you also got scratch. But I like what Rezo Echo was doing. I think that's what I was going for. So right. So I think what I want to do here, I'm gonna turn the group down. Now, the way to record the automation is not through record, right? Like you would think, record, hit the record button, you can record all of your animation. No, it's actually this auto button here. So I'm gonna hit play. Right. got a little movement to it. Right. And I can choose how much of that I want. I can say come here and turn it back up. You hear a little bit of the dry signal and a little bit of the wet signal. And then you can play around with the other parameters. There's a couple of pages in here, right? And as you can see at the bottom here, you can make adjustments if you need to use your mouse for anything. You can delete this altogether. You say, I don't want this. How do I delete all of that or what I did? You just go down here and hit the X button. But I actually like what I'm doing, and I'm going to further tweak it later or whatever. I don't know. I may delete it. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel as I progress in making this beat. I actually like this beat, so I'm going to continue doing it. And one thing I want to do before I end the video is actually go to my group where my drums are. And I probably want to add additional snare just to make it pop. And that's what we usually do. Or at least me. I can only speak for myself, right? I add additional samples. All right, let's come to the step sequencer here, and then we're just gonna go ahead. Come into my mixer. You know, something like that. Once again, this is L Up on Set from Creative Sound. I am signing out. I'm going to go ahead and finish this beat. And I hope this video inspired you guys to go make some music, because it inspired me to continue doing what I do. I love what I do, and, you know, that's how we do it. Remember to check out DistroKid, because this video is sponsored by them. Visit the shop, thecreative.com, get one of these t-shirts. You need one of these t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? And as always, music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture. Stay creative without rules. And I'm out of here.